Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brennan, here today with another Abyssal Legendary Hero Battle. Today we are taking down the Scion of Light, Seliph, who has the Gold Star of Niffle and has a map. I think we've seen this particular map a few times before, just in like a slightly altered, like sometimes this structure will be like up here or something. It's very familiar. I think it's obviously based off of some map from Genealogy of the Holy War, but as I'm not familiar with that game, I can't tell you which one. But what I can tell you is that there's a lot of reinforcements as usual on this map, but it wasn't that difficult. I think I figured out the strategy for this in 45 minutes or so. Probably the fastest I've cleared a map to date. Seliph himself is pretty strong, but other than that, there was nothing here there's no unit that I was like particularly afraid of. I guess this close call sword fighter was probably the next scariest thing. But even then, it's like, he's just sitting at like, 49 speed, thanks to wind boost. 50 speed, okay. Regardless, it wasn't particularly terrifying. But yes, we must take down Seliph and earn the Gold Star of Niffle. And leading the charge today, as always, Best Professor Byleth, running his very standard set. But Professor knows best. If it works, then why mess with it, right? He's running Close Call, Pulse Smoke, BC. Very standard stuff for how I run him. Flashing Blade, sometimes I run Swift Stance there, but Flashing Blade just gives him more consistent Aether to keep him charged up since we're not running Sakura for this map. Nothing too exciting. Next we have Papa Garen, who I did recently showcase in Mjolnir Strike, and he's actually running a sort of hybrid build between what I showcased in Mjolnir Strike, which was this gimmicky Obstruct build, and the standard Dragon setup. Here he is running Lightning Breath, which I did mention is better than Water Breath on his other set, because it's DC. Water Breath was more kind of leaning into the memes of being just this pure tank. His defenses are still good enough that he doesn't really need that Lightning Breath, gives him a little bit more flexibility. Aether keeps him topped off. Steady Stance 4 gives him a whopping 8 extra defense, and the Guard effect, which is very useful for tanking purposes. QR gives him consistent kills, negating that terrible speed. Attack Tactic ensures particularly some kills here and there. Just nice skill for him to be running since we are running mixed team. And Warding Stance rounds out his defenses between Steady Stance 4 and Warding Stance. He hits 48-48 on both defenses, which is just kind of beautiful. So there's Papa Garen. Very happy that, because I didn't think he would actually be useful as a unit, to be honest. It was just kind of I like Garen, so I'm going to build him, even though he's probably not that good. But he's putting in work, so I'm very happy with him. I don't know if he was worth that many grails when I probably could have built Tiki and gotten the same results, but his dad, gotta love to hate him. Next we have Best Daughter Morgan running her standard Father's Tactics, Fury Desperation setup. Joint Hone Speed gives her, Byleth, and Camilla some nice little extra speed to keep up with the power creep. Garen isn't really using it too much, but we have Hardy Bearing there because it pretty much just shuts down Seliph's Holy Wars, and I got to the end of the map, I had to take down Seliph, and I was like, how am I going to play around that? And then I was like, what if we just Hardy Bearinged it? And what do you know, that worked pretty well. So that's that. Very cheap, easy solution that's been in the game for like 3 years. And it just so happens to still hold up. That's why we still see it everywhere in Aether raids, and it's why I'm not allowed to just Vantage sweep everyone and laugh. Instead, I have to actually think. Finally, we have Big Sis Camilla running her standard setup. QR guarantees a specific double against a very fast dagger unit. Def Resbon gives her a little bit more cushion on defenses. Other than that, there's nothing too exciting here. So let's go ahead and jump in and take down Seliph. Alrighty, so we are going to start by moving Papa Garen over there, Camilla over here, so she is getting that attack tactic buff though. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, I was, I was initially thinking Attack Tactic wasn't triggering on the Green Thief, but because of his lull skill, but he doesn't have the attack lull, does he? So I guess we are still getting that Attack Tactic buff where we need it. But anyway, we are going to start by just tossing Camilla over, and we're going to send Byleth over here, and Papa Garen is just going to come chill over here. Byleth wants that joint hone speed from Morgan. Morgan wants to be next to Camilla to keep her bond active and just provide Father's Tactic support and trigger Camilla's axe. So we're just going to pass there. Very simple, easy first turn. Green Thief comes and attacks. But whack! Goodbye. And the Blue Cavalier is going to charge down and meet a similar fate. Chop, chop, and goodbye. Alright. Next, we are going to have Papa Garen just move up here to tank this Green Mage. His Lightning Breath will let him take him out. And because of dragons being dragons, he gets to just eat that lower def instead of targeting that res, which is very nice. I've noticed I don't like dragons in general in most games. Like, dragons are cool, but then when any game where it's like, oh, you can use a dragon, I'm just like, everyone uses dragons. Like Pokemon? No. Yu-Gi-Oh? No. Fire Emblem? No. No thank you. Everyone uses dragons. I just want to use whatever these guys are, my favorites. And few of my favorites ended up dragons, except Corrin. They forget that Corrin can use all kinds of weapons. Give him a staff or a tome or something, please. Anyways, we're going to send Byleth over here to bait out the Cleric. And we're going to move Morgan up here so that she can continue providing that joint hone speed support and also her Father's Tactics. And we're going to keep Camilla over here so that she can get joint hone speed as well. Okay, Cleric attacks into Byleth. And chop chop, goodbye. Our Aether is ready for when we need it. Green Mage attacks Papa Garen. He is going to transform into the Blight Dragon. And he gets stabbed, but waha, zap. Stabbed again, oh no. And zap. I don't know if he ever... I think that's pretty much all we needed Garen for. He tanked the one unit. I guess I didn't end up using him as much as I was hoping, but he did tank a Grondblade Mage, which is pretty good. Once I get lull attack res, he will be much better at such things as that. But next we're going to send Byleth over here to chop up the Bowfighter, heal himself up with Aether. Goodbye. We will send... we will have Morgan attack from here. Yeah. Attack the Bowfighter. Psst. Goodbye. Our Railgun destroys him. And we will send Papa Garen to move over here, toss Camilla up, and she's going to move close to Morgan to keep her bond active, get Father's Tactics buffs, and get joint hunt speed for next turn. Sword Cavalier attacks into Byleth. And we swing with another Aether, heal ourselves up. That Sword Cavalier is only just barely holding on. Blue Mage attacks into Camilla. Your birds are no match for our axe, and she's going to heal up a little bit of health. And ready. Alright, so next we are going to... Well, first, we could send Camilla over, but she can't kill this Lance Flyer right away. But if we send Morgan over to take out the Sword Fighter first... Goodbye. Then, thanks to being in range of Father's Tactics and Camilla's axe, we can do enough damage to take out the Fire Sweep Flyer before they become a threat. Goodbye. And we can send... Oh, I guess we'll have Garen get another kill here. He's just gonna pick off this Sword Cavalier, get him out of here, stand next to Byleth to give attack tactic support, and Byleth's gonna stand over here, just chilling. Troubadour attacks. Unfortunately, we do not have Null Sea Disrupt, so we are just going to take that hit. But now Seliph is on the move, and we can't kill him quite yet, but we can strike down the Troubadour. Goodbye. And we're going to have Morgan toss Byleth over so that he can tank Seliph. Camilla's just going to get out of the way of Seliph. She doesn't want any of this. And we're going to move Garen over so that he can provide some attack tactic support. Seliph attacks Byleth. And here comes the Aether. Take him down to, I think that's actually right at half health, right? Wasn't paying too much attention. Just slightly over half. And now, Morgan can finish him off with an Iceberg. Not totally necessary, but goodbye, Seliph. And send Byleth to take down the Green Mage with an Aether. Heal himself up to 50, so he can do a better job tanking. And just gonna move Garen over here to provide his attack tactic. Cleric attacks Byleth. I really do need to get Byleth Null Sea Disrupt, but it's not a very huge priority, and I'd still rather have a close call, honestly. It's just generally better, but I'm sure there's going to be some map where I'm going to be like, wow, if I just had a Null Sea Disrupt, this would be a whole different thing. But for now, we will just gotcha. It's that bond skill. So I think we want to just move everyone back and wait up. And there we go. Now Morgan can take out the Sword Fighter. Goodbye. Byleth can finish off the Bow Cavalier. And all that's left is this last lone little cleric. Can we kill him with Garen? No, we can't. We'll just toss Byleth up, and Byleth will finish the job. Get him, Professor. Goodbye. Stage clear. And with that, we have earned the Gold Star of Niffle. So as I mentioned, or as I said, that map not too terribly difficult, at least for my particular team comp. Really, the only units that were particularly threatening were Seliph himself and this one, or this Sword Fighter and the other one that had Repel. Close Call and Repel are just really good skills, guys. I did not initially buy into the hype, but wow, they are very useful. But we have taken him down, and I even got to showcase Garen a little more. I was worried I wouldn't get to use him that much, but here he is doing some work. He wasn't the MVP of the team, but he did his job and he did it well, so I'm very happy. And everyone else did their jobs too. So yeah, thank you as always so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon and the Angel Army signing out.